YouTube, what's good with y'all, man? It's Kiingxdooms, and what's today? It is August 14th. Pretty much what y'all see in the title of the video. It's going into that third week of 2K23 news. Pretty much, I declare it as like WANG month, just because he has the whole community in the chokehold with the various tweets and him spelling out the gameplay, what changes he's doing, what's different from this 2K, from the previous 2K. And whole communities in tilt. So it's definitely something I wanted to tackle, something I want to talk about from my perspective and my opinions as far as like what it is that he's talking about and all that. So let's go ahead and switch all this over, and we're just going to be scrolling like through a variety of the tweets. Some I have liked over the past couple of weeks and stuff like that. So pretty sure this is something y'all can't see on the screen. Back to user, come on, tweet that. So like, I use TweetDeck, and I need to bring him to the middle pretty much. That way, all this makes way more sense. And he actually replied to somebody today, 13 hours. So that had to be super early because he's West Coast. But one of the biggest things, and I actually have it tabbed already. So this is what I was talking about as far as like big changes coming to 23. The dribbling, all in all, to me, it's going to be tougher for you to have everything on your build for one, because this man is boosting the requirements that you need to have like the top tier dribbles. Curry, Trae Young is the top two by far in 22. Potentially the past couple years, it's always been Curry, Trae Young when he came into the scene. It's been Curry and Trae that you see most just dominate the dribble packages. Last year it was 86. 2K22, it was 86. This year, he didn't say it right here, but it's going to be higher. He has 47,000 people have voted on this, bro. 47,000 people voted on this, bro. Like, you see it, it's 71 to 28, bro. Like, it was a landslide, like super landslide. So this was the original tweet. The highest ball handle requirement will be 92 for Curry and Trae Sig. Some players will put us to 90, also Dang, Kyrie, others. Now, we all know how 2K is with like quick stops, what it is, your fastest animations, getting into that next move, chaining your combos. It's all about Curry and Trae Young. So people are not even looking at that 90. We have to look at the 92. And for a guard like myself, how I do my builds, I always look to max out my shooting, seeing what I can get with that. And I have the bare minimal of having the dribbles. So when I saw this, I'm thinking to myself, I'm gonna have to sacrifice. It's going to be a lot more sacrifices, because my best build, honestly, is when I sacrifice finishing, because I'm able to do everything. I'm able to be great in two categories and decent on defense. The two great categories, obviously, is playmaking and shooting. This is making me think that it's going to be 10 times tougher making the build that you want in 23. It comes with what comes with dribbling. The requirements comes with dunking too. So this is another one. Quick drops off one. So Mike Wayne definitely watches. He definitely watches Pro, because the way dunking was in 22, in which it's kind of crazy. Like I got caught up thinking about it. It's kind of crazy because they fixed, from what they're saying, they fixed the chase down blocking. They fixed chase down artists, all that. From what they're saying, like it's not OP. You got to have crazy high blocking in order to get those type of animations. Now, because 22, I had bronze chase down artists, and I felt like that was OP what my 6'3" guard was doing. So if you was like 6'6", 6'7", taller than that, with blocking, you were blocking literally everything. You had a crazy jump every time, and it's kind of like I'm on the side that actually that's cool. Like I feel like it's been a long time since chase down artists work, and like I kind of wanted to stay that way, but at the same time, like my 6'3" build with bronze chase down artists in the 57 block shouldn't be consistent. It shouldn't be consistent high jumps. Although the bad chase down artist, it's just a speed boost when you're trailing. That's what the badge is about. So back to the tweet though. Quick drops off 1 foot have a higher dunk requirement this year. 80 driving, dunk, and 60 vertical. Now last year I believe the meta, or like what was smart to do, like if you had a guard build, 74 driving dunk and whatever you got your vert to, whatever your vert was at for a 74 driving dunk, because you needed silver limitless takeoff, and that was the key to that. I believe it was lower than that, but for him to boost this, it just goes back to what I was saying, how it's going to be tougher to make the build that you want. Like 23 gives me the vibe that this is back to pure builds. Honestly, if I can't make my guard with handles and some defense, like I'm thinking to myself, like I'm back to a pure sharp. I'm back to just a straight shooter from old 2Ks, in which I could still do a little bit of everything, of course, but that's what this game is shaping up to be. So in my opinion, I'm not against that. I want to see how it plays, how it moves, and all that. We'll see. We'll definitely see, but I don't think the community gonna like it too much, bro. One thing, layups is back as well. That was something that they had. They talked about that in the trailer, actually. So, and dunk requirements, some more right here. So the pro context, this is what I think a lot of people are gonna go for, and just say forget elite context because it costs way too much, assuming how it works. 84, like 84 is going to be it. 84 driving dunk and 75 vertical is going to be it, and that's for any. So that's, you know, not just smalls, not just bigs only, but that's what it is. The interesting part is how it costs more. It's going to cost more for smalls. Just for the small contact dunks, that's more expensive than the pro contacts, which is interesting. So if you're a small guard, are you going for those small contacts? Because you're spending more points. Because that's too high a driving dunk, and that is like 10, 15 higher vertical you gotta have if you're a small. So that's pretty interesting. And standard dunk is high as hell. I don't remember any other standard dunks being 90 something. I feel like that was lower than that, like in the 70s, to get all the standard dunks, and now those are 80 and 90, which is insane. And the vertical is just as insane. So, hey, it's gonna be tougher, bro. Just looking at the requirements, it's definitely gonna be tougher. So this was like within the past week, paying attention to 2K scheduling as far as how they release things. I feel like this week, because today is August 14th on the Sunday, 2022. This is technically the 3rd week of August. I feel like they're gonna go into I feel like they'll go into like the MyGM, like the online leagues and stuff like that, the quick matches, the quick match online. That's just my guess. But like I said, it's paying attention to their scheduling. Their heavy hitter modes, my team, my career for Park, of course, and 5v5, Pro-Am, all that rec. Those modes, they always save those trailers for like the end. I'll be surprised if any of those drop this week, but I don't think it will, just based off, because it's still 2 weeks of August left, and then you have a whole week of September, because the game comes out on the 9th. So that's a lot that they can save. They can save for right there. But yeah, like I said, I believe it's gonna be like quick matches online. They're gonna continue to reveal things about gameplay throughout the week as well. One thing that was kind of weird to confirm as I'm scrolling, is it me? Is it my reading? There are tiers but are still there the level like, oh no, it's him. The level like bronze to Hall of Fame. He says yes. What you want, Kat? Like Juan says, yes, badges are still bronze to Hall of Fame. So pretty much the builder in that aspect is still going to be the same as based off your ratings. How you had thresholds in 22, like you needed like a 99 mid or a 99.3 for Hall of Fame blonders. That's pretty much confirming that again as well. So carrying on to another tweet about high stakes and Euros. High stakes and Euros have been missing from the game since 2K20, but they were insane in 2K20. I would say the high stakes more in 20, and then it was the Euros in 19, and the Euros were ridiculous. But I feel like they could have kept that though. I feel like it would have been a nice feature. You don't see too many people doing Euros anymore. I feel like it's more the command, because you have to go down at an angle, left or right, depending on the hand of the ball. 2K19, it was straight left or straight right, like, or double tap X. And Maybe it's more of a control thing, because if you go left or right now, it just makes you do like that hand layup, a left-handed or a right-handed layup. Interested to see this. I feel like they don't show love to the slasher takes. One tough one was finishing moves last year, because I thought, me personally, like my very first build, I had 95 drive and dunk, just trying to dunk though, just trying to have that aspect of dunking in my build. So I'm thinking I got the glitch, I got finishing moves, primary, like I'm gonna try this hole, the meter gonna be big as hell. Nah, 2K ain't show no love to finishing moves. So 2K20 was pretty much the last one where the slash and takes, well, it was just one slash and take for one, because the multiples wasn't until next gen. Yeah, the multiples wasn't until next gen, so slash and take really ain't been shown no love since 2K20, so maybe that's something they'll get back to. Put that to you right there. And so one new feature, came across this as well. One new feature as well, we have core badges. Now, looking at this tweet, it was something that he discussed already, because for me personally, I forgot to disclaim that. Like me, I'm catching up on everything just because of how busy I am and working right now. So I'm catching up on everything. This is me just finding out about core badges, literally. So every badge has an associated challenge. Shooting badge might require X number of made threes. When completed, you can slot that badge into a core slot, which won't count towards your badge points. The challenge that you complete and whatever it is you play or whatever, if it's a threshold or whatever, he literally said challenge. So it sounds like it's something in game and you get in the badge. Because it sounds like we still have to grind for badges as well. Because this is setting me back to Hall of Fame badges in 2K17. Nobody knew about Hall of Fame badges at all in that game. And like, it was just one of those things. I say it was the back end of still playing my career to unlock badges. Because 16, it was, you had to play my career to grind for them. In 17, we was still like in that phase, like, oh, we gotta play my career to get the badges. And then we just all saw the screenshot, like, a purple badge, like, what? That's what this sounds like. It said Mike WANG is like he's telling us about it, instead of us just finding out on 17. But it sounds like it's a challenge in order for you to get like a free badge, pretty much. So that's definitely the grind. The grind for them badges is back for sure. I know a lot of people prefer to buy them. I definitely don't blame them. I probably would do it. I probably would do the same thing, especially for playing comp, playing in tournaments and all that. But 2K want that money. Simple as that. You know, they gotta get their bread. And I think one of the biggest things that like shook the whole community was the whole boost thing, because it's a whole new aspect. Like for me, when I first read it, when I first saw it, I'm thinking like, is that the stamina bar? Because like having 2 meters under you, that's going to be weird. But like as they were talking about it though, as my WANG was talking about it on Twitter, the adrenaline boost, it's more, to me it sounds like, I want to say like just chances, just of you doing the right thing. That's what it sounds like, because you literally get punished for cherry picking. You literally get punished for it. I don't want to say punished, but like you look like you lose it. Punish, lose it. Pretty much you lose that chance of regaining it. Like you lose it. You get punished for it. For cherry picking, for spamming, whatever, for over dribbling. You lose a meter like crazy. Your stamina drops too. Like we saw that in that Lonzo Ball clip. So one thing that was said, it's kind of the toughest thing that I'm trying to picture is like, so if you like, it sounds like if you lose your boost, like reading this tweet, yes, your boost will be refilled completely on either offense or defense with possession changes. What that sounds like to me is like, once you lose your boost and there's not a possession change, you're done. Like you at the Y, you don't want to play no more. You raising your hand to be subbed out. That's what that sounds like. Like, yo, I know all around your ratings just drop completely, because like I can't wait to experiment. Like say I'm out of all my boosts on the possession, but I find a way to get open for a 3. It's that, like, does that shrink my window, my green window? Can I still green that? Like it's a lot of questions with this adrenaline boost for sure. And that's one of my biggest ones, easily. last but not least, one big W for sure is this one. As I'm reading, yep, this is definitely a big W. No more relying on fouls. That's donezo. That's done. That new foul rule, take foul rule. It slows down. It slows down the NBA in real life, like the real game, and slows it down in real life. Not comparing real life to 2K, but I mean the devs do. The 2K devs do, especially when it comes to rules. So this is a W to me for sure. You just can't foul on the breaks no more. You get to shoot a free throw and get the ball. Tired of teams fouling my big when it comes down the board. Yeah, so pretty much what he said. It's pretty much just always a technical. That's what the rule is. That's what it's gonna be. So I'm with that. And so for the most part, that's also me like catching up, getting back into the swing of things on YouTube, staying up to date with what I'm seeing on Twitter. Shout out to my WANG, man, because like I said in the beginning, he got the whole community in a chokehold, like a super chokehold, bro. Like people panicking, like, oh my god, what is this? What's that? Like that's why I say like this is his month right here, because we be ready to see what he tweaks. And really, one of the only times he's really active on Twitter, which is dope. So it's just always something dope to look forward to. All in all though, after everything I saw, I know I didn't catch up on everything. Like me personally, I haven't talked about like Jordan challenges, stuff like that. Jordan challenges is cool. Hope the rewards are great. I'm pretty sure they already showed the rewards, but my biggest thing is like having things in the game that's going to keep us playing. 2K15 had that formula. We got 50,000 VC every time we hit Legend 3. 50,000 VC, you needed that to get them expensive mascots. You needed that like crazy. Gameplay is always, it was arcadey, more arcadey in 15. It was weird because the demigod glitch actually made it more fun. I never did the 7-2 or anything like that. For me, it was the custom jump shot, which is what 2K needed, which was dope when that glitch surfaced. I just hope 2K23 has that. The biggest thing that they should learn from, that they gotta learn from 22, is no more surprises. Like, you don't want to. And that was something that they did before. We always knew what the Legend Reward was. Like, they would just show it. It'll just show. Like, when that first night that you launched 2K, you knew you was getting 10 badges per category on 2K20. You knew you was getting a level up tier in 19 and 18, from gold to Hall of Fame, silver to gold, etc. Like, you knew you was getting that. So when people saw what they were getting, that's what made the grind like more rewarding. That period in 22, it's just crazy because people were asking for it, like they wanted zoo animals and stuff like that, but it's just like, okay, you can have the parrot, but like for me personally, like I want something towards my mod play. I want something that I can go to the rec and pro-am and like utilize, like showcase. Like I damn near had 50 shooting badges on my build. I wish I would have got the 10 extra badge points on that, and damn near would have had 60. Like that would have been something crazy. But that to me is more of a legend reward in my opinion. So it is something that they've done before, but it is something that keeps the game going on and on. The lifespan just keeps going. I remember watching like the 2v2 wagers from the streamers. Those are dope. It made people grind for legend even more, to play in that, to play for bread and stuff like that. It just makes it more entertaining, in my opinion, when you see crazy builds like that playing for money. Some people would call it cheesy. Like I said, to me, it's entertaining. It's dope to watch. 23, man, we'll see. We'll say that I'm excited. I'm always excited for a new 2K. I'm eager. I'm hoping that they got prom right. They needed, for one, the biggest thing is getting rid of League Night. When grinding the build, I'd much rather play ranked pro-am. I'd much rather play ranked prom all day, and then when it's time for the comp matchups, the WRs, the NPBAs, when it's time for that, let her night you just flip the switch to private and it's time, and you continue on and so forth with that. Rec is cool. I feel like they need to add something to it though. I kind of miss how they had it though. Like prom, you got more rep than playing rec or walk on back then at the time. It just gave prom that incentive, and it's a lot that they're leaving out in prom, in my opinion. Not even in my opinion, it's a fact. Just off the ideas that I got just cooking up for prom. But it's tough to like elaborate on and talk about it because it's like we really don't have nobody to talk to about prom at 2K, which is tough. But it is what it is. I'll probably make this video like 2 parts because I did say a lot, talked about a lot. Hope y'all enjoyed the clips that I had planned as well for the 2K22. That was a little background. Well, I never posted these on YouTube now that I think about it. This is strictly Twitter. Next time y'all see me, you'll probably be talking about whatever the next trailer is. I'm definitely looking forward to like the city trailer, whatever they did to the city. My team, I haven't played my team in so long, but I might jump into that this year. Never know, and I might just get that urge. So, Kiingxdooms, man, I'm out, y'all. I'll take care. Peace.
Doom got us.
Cook.
Run it to you.
Yeah, boy.
That's beautiful. Let's go. That's big.
Big.
Almost that bad. Oh, you didn't trust it. You better score. Let's go.